The recording. Thank you. Yeah. So welcome everybody. It's a great pleasure to be your presenter today. Today I want to refer to your inner images, your inner visions. That's why I'm not going to share the screen. I'm going to build on your ability to visualize. So everything what we are going to do, I'm going to show you, or you can visualize it. Yeah. And this session is meant to be as if we were in the same room, like a little workshop group, yes? So I'm going to demonstrate you what we will do. This session is a combination of color light therapy and systemic constellation work. So today, the first thing that you are going to experience is a color test, a small color test that is going hopefully to give you some answers, what is important for you now. And then we're going to do two small constellations. The one is about the universal mother, and the other one is going to be that you meet yourself in the future, and you can communicate with yourself in the future. And please take in whatever is coherent for you today in this session, was auch immer passt für euch. So the first thing we are going to do is a small playful color test. Color is a very immediate language, very spontaneous. And you can always trust, yeah, when you communicate with color, that this is a sign of your inner self. And colors, when you choose colors, always give you the answer about your inner self. And what we are going to do is I'm going to ask you a few questions. It's going to be 4 questions. And I would like to ask you to choose a color. And excuse me, I'm going to change the view. So I'm showing you here, this is the choice of colors that we are going to have. So you see, we are having different reds, greens, and blues. You can choose from when you choose your answer. And it's like a small play. And I would like to ask you, please rely, whatever comes to your mind, was euch als erstes einfällt, is the right answer. And you can trust that. And this small color test is going to reflect, maybe is going to give you a hint what is important for you right now. So the first question is, and you can get the answer maybe by closing the eyes or by getting an answer kind of as an object like cherry red, yes? So whatever comes to your mind, it could be the name of the color or that you see the color. So and maybe you want to take a note also, because it's going to be 4 colors. Please have a pen ready or something to write, or even if you have around you some crayons, you could also use them. So are you ready? So the first question is, if I wear a color, what color would I be? Wenn ich eine Farbe wäre, welche würde ich sein? And take the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, you have your answer? Yes. Now, we are having the second question. And when I'm asking you this question, mostly it's always one color that shows up. It could also happen that you get 2 colors as answer simultaneously, but that's quite rare. So the second question is, which color do you associate with inspiration? Welche Farbe inspiriert dich? Okay, you have it. And now we are having the third question. Which color do you associate with your actual biggest challenge? The color that corresponds to your biggest challenge. Okay, you have it. And now the fourth and last question. Which color shows me the way towards a solution? Okay. And now we are going to see what your choices want to tell you, or what your choices communicate to you. So the first question, if I was a color, what color would I be, refers to some qualities of your personality that are maybe at the present important to you, or that you relate very much in the moment. And now, as we are a small group, I can ask right away, Petra, what color did you have, number one?
Pink.
Pink. Did anybody else have pink from the present people? No, no. So, okay, then Petra, I'm telling you the meaning of pink. So you see yourself and the qualities that are important for you from your personality right now that you are living are affectionate, loving, compassionate, gentle, responsible, and emotional. Okay, thank you. Aoife, what did you choose?
It wasn't so easy for me. I'm violet.
Violet, okay. So the qualities of your personality that are important for you to live right now are intuitive, feelingful, regal, spiritual, living and having high values.
Thank you.
Barbara, what did you choose?
I chose Fliederfarben.
Fliederfarben.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of lavender.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's important for you to live right now your encouraging, feelingful side, your sensitive, delicate, reserved side. So lavender also has a certain portion of being reserved or holding back. Mm-hmm. And now I'm asking Velimir, what did you have?
Turquoise.
Turquoise. Okay, blue-green. Oh, that's interesting. So, Velimir, your inventive side and idealistic, faithful side, optimistic and imaginative side, and sentimental side is important for you right now.
Really?
Okay.
This, everything I would say it's true except the last one. But okay.
The last, okay, yeah. Well, you know, from these meanings, it mustn't be that always 100% fits, but it's about the quality, the main saying that fits.
Yeah, and maybe it's more about the hue and saturation of the color and so on and so on.
Yeah, but the
many
other
different
aspects
Yeah.
are okay, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I'm just not very sentimental because I like it here and now, right now.
Okay. Okay, so now the second question is which color do you associate with inspiration? That's a quality that inspires you right now. So let's again ask Petra, what do you have for the second choice?
Purple.
Purple. Purple, so you mean violet?
Yes.
Yes.
I love the word purple.
Yes, so it's what is important for you right now, what inspires you is listening to your intuition and being perceived as sensitive.
Yeah. That's right. Thank you.
Yes. Then Barbara, what do you have? Second?
It's a very light green, fresh spring green.
Spring green.
Mm.
I have to ask you here, Barbara, which one you mean?
The apple.
Apple. Apple green. So what inspires you, Barbara, right now is when you transform and change, maybe new challenges, new projects in your job, and also maybe private life.
Okay.
Eva?
My inspiration is blue-green, turquoise.
Turquoise. Mm-hmm. So what inspires you is being faithful to yourself, following your ideals, and being optimistic.
Thank you.
Okay. And Velimir?
Thanks for your question. Well, since inspiration comes from above, my first thought was indigo.
Indigo. Well, indigo, I don't have exactly indigo. You can choose dark blue or purple.
Dark blue.
Dark blue. So what inspires you is being independent and self-responsible and reliance upon your own judgment. Okay. So we have somebody else who joined. Yes, so now we are coming to the third question. That's a question that refers to the challenge. As we meet here being solution-oriented, I want to focus more on the solution, meaning the question number 4. But as we are a small group, I want to ask you, do you want me to give you the meaning of the question number 3? We can do that because we are a very small group. Do you want that? Yes, okay. Okay, so question 3, that's the challenge. Barbara, which color did you choose?
Strong red.
Excuse me?
Strong red.
Red, yeah. So your challenge has to do with not being able to control the feelings and wanting a solution too quickly. It has to do with some amount of impatience when you are too impatient with yourself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, my biggest challenge is red, but I don't see this for me.
So what did you pick, Eva?
Red.
Red.
Right, but
You don't feel that it fits?
yeah.
Well, you don't have anything to do with impatience? Maybe it's well, you know, when you have the feeling that the color does not fit, it can be a certain aspect of of the meaning, yeah, that is bothering you. So not maybe overwhelming feelings could be, or in certain situations, impatience. It mustn't be generally.
Yeah, yeah, okay, I see.
Okay, Petra, what do you have?
The normal blue.
Do you have the dark blue or the light blue?
The light blue then.
Light blue. Well, lack of, it has to do with a lack of relaxation or lack of free time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and Velimir, what do you have?
Red.
Red.
I'm the red one here.
Okay, so you have, does it fit to you? We had
Yes.
the meaning of red already. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I just see that Alexandra has joined. We are doing a color test here, but maybe so that you can still participate, I will ask you the fourth question of the color test, so that at least you have one go of the color test. So Alexandra, I repeat the question for you, and please take the whatever comes to your mind. So the question number 4 is, if you have a very big challenge now, which is the color that shows you the way towards a solution? And Alexandra, just pick the first one that comes to your mind. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yes, so now, as we are solution oriented here, here comes now the answer. What is giving you some solution energy regarding your challenge that you are having right now? And along with this, you will also receive an affirmation. So yeah, let's start again. Barbara, which is your answer for the?
Yeah, it's gold.
It's gold. So what inspires you for a solution, Barbara, are your high goals and ideals. Yeah, to follow your high goals and ideas. And the positive sentence I have for you, Barbara, is, my understanding of truth deepens and directs my life. I say it again for you.
Yeah.
My understanding of truth deepens and directs my life.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So Eva, what is your answer?
My color for the way to a solution is yellow.
Yellow. Yellow. So yellow always has to do, Eva, with communication. Yeah. So what nourishes you is giving and receiving advice and sharing yourself in group activities. Welcome here, Eva. So you know, it has to do with communication in groups. Yes. And yellow has the aspect that you can give advice, but also receive advice. So the affirmation I have for you, Eva, in yellow is, everything I experience is part of my journey. God makes no mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Alexandra, do you want to tell us which is your color answer?
Light blue.
Light blue. Okay. So what inspires you for your challenge, Alexandra, is creative artistic activities or hobbies, and maybe also playing games, something playful. Yeah. Could also be a playful approach, playing games, also playing mental games, or something creative artistic. And the positive affirmation for the light blue, Alexandra, is I make it happen for myself and others. Yeah. Okay, Petra, which is your answer?
Also yellow. Can you please repeat the affirmation?
Oh, yes, also yellow. Okay. So it has to do with giving and receiving advice and sharing yourself, communication. And the affirmation for yellow is everything I experience is part of my journey. God makes no mistakes.
Sometimes I have my doubts. But it is good. Thank you.
Welcome. Velimir, which is your answer?
Turquoise again.
Turquoise. Again. So turquoise has to do with freedom of opportunities, more chances or new chances in life. There's the question, maybe some kind of personal growth or doing something for your personality. And the affirmation for the turquoise is the creation of my reality is a result of my inner vision. So that's not a coincidence, I think.
Yes, it's not. Nothing is. Yeah, thank you for this inspiring answer.
Yeah. Okay. So does anybody of you have a question regarding your answers, or do you want to comment something about your answers before we get to the next point that we want to do in the Zoominar? Okay, so I would say let it sink in. And now we are going to the constellation part. And it's quite amazing because you can do constellation also in front of your inner eye, which I'm going to help you to do. So last week, those who were here last week, we did an inner constellation with the Universal Father. And today we are going to do the same with the Universal Mother. So I guess most of you know constellation work. Just a few words as an introduction to the constellation work. It gives us the opportunity to make the hidden powers and dynamics of a system visible. It expands the visible world that is familiar to us by letting us see and feel what is invisible, and let us also create goals that we want to visualize. So in a constellation, the first image that always appears has to do with the problem image, and it's set into the room, and this one is then changed gradually into a freeing or solution image. We are here today, of course, to experience the freeing and solution image, which is going to be part of your visualization anyway. So in my experience with constellation work and with all different kinds of therapies, of course, I can say that the mother, the mother figure in our lives is for many, many people a challenge. And I've heard once a psychotherapist telling me that the most of his work time, he's dealing with questions and topics about mothers. So whatever your relationship with your mother is, if it's very in harmony, or maybe there would be challenges, it's going anyway to be nurtured by the universal mother that you are going to meet now. And for this, so the constellation, the small constellation that we are going to do comprises your mother, if she's still alive or not, whatever. Then the universal mother. What is the universal mother? The universal mother is the symbol for the motherly divine principle, the motherly divine love. Your mother and the divine motherly traits at once. That's the second position. And the third position is you yourself. So what I'm going to show to you how we are going to do that. And for this purpose, I'm going to stand up and show you what we will do. So the first position is your mother kind of standing here. The second position is the universal mother, the divine loving principle of the mother. And the third position is you yourself. So when we go through this, you can imagine these three positions. First, your mother. Second, universal mother, the divine principle. And the third is you yourself. Okay. Now, it's easier to follow that if you close your eyes. Now imagine the universal mother. Imagine first the position and the quality of the universal mother. And now you see in front of your inner eye the universal mother giving your mother a light. And you can watch, you can observe how this universal mother gives this light to your mother. And you can observe how your mother receives that light. And now ask yourself, which color is it that your mother receives? And take the first thing that comes to your mind. And then you can observe when your mother receives that color from the universal mother, what happens? How does your mother react? Give it some time. You can observe how your mother reacts. You can observe how does your mother look now. Is there some kind of change happening while she receives the light? What is the expression on her face when she receives the light? And allow it to simply have an effect on her. Allow her to take in whatever is coherent or suitable for her right now. And now ask yourself the question, maybe your mother wants to give this light or this color to her ancestors. And if she wants to give this light to her ancestors standing behind her, and by her ancestors, I mean her parents and the parents of her parents and so on, standing in a line behind her. And if she gives this light back to her ancestors, see it happen. Give it some time. Observe what is changing when she gives this light and color back to her ancestors. And simply allow to happen whatever is meant to happen now. And if she doesn't give back the light to her ancestors, it's also okay. Whatever happens is okay. And now you take a look at your mother and observe her face. And ask yourself, you are now in your position of yourself. Do you feel moved to get closer to your mother now? Maybe one step closer or 2 steps closer. Allow to happen whatever feels right for you now. So maybe you approach your mother, you get a little bit closer and look into the eyes of your mother. And you can say, for example, only say it if you feel like it. You could also change the sentence and say something else, maybe something similar. Imagine how you now, looking into the eyes of your mother, you say, "You are my mother, I am your child." Or you say, "I am your child, you are my mother." And you can say, "Thank you for the gift of life." And see what happens. See what happens. Do you want to get closer? Maybe you feel moved to give a hug. Maybe you feel moved to simply stand there and look at her. And whatever feels right for you, whatever is also helpful for you and nourishing for you right now, Take it with you. And again, you see now yourself standing there, your mother in front of you, and your mother has received this lovely light of the universal mother, also standing there. Feel the closeness of the universal mother. So your mother stands still in this light, and this light has been given back to her ancestors. And now imagine that you are also standing in this aura of light and color that has been received by the universal mother. Like you are standing in this lightful, colorful orb that has been given by the universal mother. You are standing in this orb with your mother. And now imagine that you take this image and this feeling, you take it in. You let it sink in, like taking a picture of it. You make a click, like a photo, and let it sink in. So that you know now you have taken this lovely energy with you and have a new image in yourself of your mother together with this loving energy of the universal mother. Okay, so you can slowly come back, open your eyes again. Slowly, please come back into the here and now. So that you are completely present again. And feel yourself being again here in the here and now. So I want to say, of course, if there are any questions or any after effects of what we are doing today, please feel free to contact me also by email or in any way you feel like. Of course, we can also do after the next session, next brief session, a short question and answer. But if you feel that it's more private, please simply write me. Okay, so now, as a kind of finishing highlight of this Zoominar, we are going to do the following, that you are going to meet yourself in the future. You are going to meet the self of you, the Selbst. The way you envision yourself, you would like it to be in the future. So, because what we are doing with the constellation is working on systemic fields. And that's kind of an energy work on systemic fields. And according to Rupert Sheldrake, the one who created the term morphic resonance, and we are all connected also by the morphogenetic field. As soon as something is new, or as soon as something new is done somewhere, it is easier and easier for it to be repeated. And that also, of course, refers to ourselves. Evolution goes forward. And now, let's do this. I'm going to show you this small constellation that you are going to envision has two positions. The first position is you now, like you feel now. And then the second position is you in the future. I'm going to show yourself also. I'm going to show that to you so that it's easier to visualize. So this position is you in the now, and this position is you in the future. Yeah, like you in the now and you in the future. Okay. So okay, easiest is again, if you please close your eyes. And first, we are going to do the following, that you take contact with yourself. How do you feel exactly now? How do you feel now? How do you feel today? Simply get in contact with or sense, get conscious about how do you feel now? And by now, I mean today or the last days, the last week. It contains all of that. Okay, so that's the first position. And the second position, and now we are going to create something for you. The second position is you in the future. And please get in contact with you where you see yourself happy, healthy, fulfilled, successful, balanced, loving, whatever you want for you, all the qualities you want. So you see yourself in the brightest light in the future with what you want to be and where you want to be and how you want to feel. Simply imagine that. And also dare, please, to take the most positive variation of that. So you get in contact with this you in the future. Happy, healthy, fulfilled, successful, loved, loving, balanced. Okay, so now you know both positions. So we start. Now you stand in the position now. You stand in the position how you feel now. Okay, and now you change position and now you stand in the position of you in the future. And completely contact this feeling of you in the future. It's you in your bright future, in your happy future. Okay, so you stand in the position of the future, and now from there you send a light towards you in the now. So your future self sends now light to yourself in the now. Which light is that? Which color of light is that? You can now see that yourself in the now receives the light and the color of the light. So you receive the light and the color of the light. And simply observe, you take it, you take this light and this color. And please observe what happens when you take this light and this color. What happens? Does anything change in the now? Simply observe what changes in the now. Okay, and you take now the position of the now and imagine that you take all this energy that you received from yourself in the future. And allow yourself to take this energy in, all that you received from the future, so that you get completely immersed with this bright energy you received from yourself in the future. And sense what changes on yourself when you completely receive this bright and loving and colorful energy from yourself in the future. Observe yourself. And imagine you take in whatever is coherent for you right now. Take it in like an energetic present that you have received. And once again, now you can imagine you open your eyes and look at yourself into the future. Okay. And imagine that you like taking a photo of this situation. You take a photo and make a click of this wonderful energy of yourself having received this bright light from your bright self in the future. You make a click like a photo and let it sink in so that you can take in the energy. Okay, so thanks a lot for following this, and just come back into the here and now. And I saw that a few people arrived very, very recently. I'm surprised about that. I hope that this is not a confusion because of time zones. But anyhow, for those who arrived late, you will receive the recording so that you can experience the whole session. So I would like to ask, are there any comments or questions that you would like to formulate? Or do you want to give some feedback? Oh, hi, Hiro. Hi, Howard. Yes, you are very welcome.
I had an opportunity to watch the setting sun on the horizon, so I imagine myself as the setting sun.
Yeah. Okay.
And the sign, of course, shone on me, so it was really a remarkable experience.
Yes, which one? Which of the experiences? There were several experiences.
That I the most, first and foremost, that I don't have to worry about the future. So that the sense of security that the sun gave me.
Oh, okay. So you saw the sun, yourself in the future, you saw the sun.
Yes, the setting sun.
Ah, okay.
You can see,
yeah.
It's already, almost there, yeah.
Okay, so you feel confident. You don't have to worry about the future.
Exactly.
Very good. Thank you, Velimir. Anybody else wanting to give some feedback or comment, please? Yes.
Did this start at a different time than last week's? I'm confused.
Well, I think in the US you had a change of clocks. No, it didn't start at another time.
Our change of clocks happened before last week. So last week's session, it was at 10 a.m. our time, Pacific time. So I'm sorry, last week it was at 10 a.m. Pacific time, so I thought it was at 10 a.m. Pacific time this week also. So you've already had your meditation, I take it.
Yeah, well, actually, I don't understand because it's the same time than last week, and I was surprised that so many people were missing. So what is the time in California now?
It's due to the time shift that happened on Saturday here in Europe, and now it's +1.
So you had a time change in the last week. See, ours was a week prior to that. Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you go and I'll enjoy the recording, and blessings, everyone. Sorry to disturb.
Well, actually, I'm sorry about that, Howard and Constance and Hiro and Lynn. Yeah, it was 6 p.m. again, and I wasn't aware that there was something again changed, but you will receive the recording.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't realize your time change was a week after ours, I guess. So that's interesting. Good to know.
Okay.
I will enjoy you in the future. I will enjoy you in the future.
Yeah, right. Yes.
But yes, it's 10 o'clock here. Last week it was 11. I thought I should check in early because of the time confusion, only to find out it was started at 9. but it was good. We'll come back.
Okay. So yeah, just take your time and watch the recording, and you will also have then the experience, I hope. And sorry that there was some confusion. I wasn't aware of the further changes. Yes, so those who were present, maybe Barbara, Petra, Eva, do you want to say something, or Alexandra? Velimir?
Yeah, I could say I had a very special feeling with this whole spine being inspired from some sort of light that I don't know now. The spine had a special rhythm in that color. And most of it was, I think, white and some rosa, but that was not so important. Important was the quality of pulse.
Okay.
Of that light. And it's also a great feeling of trust.
Ah, that's nice. Very nice. Thank you. Anybody else? Well, I'm sorry about the confusion today. I don't know why, but thank God there are recordings, and you will get the recordings. And thanks a lot for being here. And if you have any after effects or any questions, please feel free to write me an email over. Well, in the chat you can see my data. You can see color-buresch.at. Most of you know my email address. And yeah, now I can say I wish you, for those who are having very soon Easter holidays, beautiful Easter holidays. For the others, a beautiful springtime. Konnichiwa to Japan, Hiro. And have a beautiful cherry blossoming spring in Japan. Yes. And I can announce now we are going to have a small pause now. And in 3 weeks, we are going to have the next seminar with Nish and Matthews on April 20th with color and light and consciousness. So we would love to welcome you back. Okay, so thank you. Thank you, Velimir. Bye.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine.
Thank you.
See you in April.
Bye.
Bye.